material stops threatening the Straits of Hormuz, but quits exporting.
As someone who's been on a film set, welcome to The Secret Ledger. I am the archivist, and today I found some videos that I think you and I should watch together. But before we get started, go ahead and get you some coffee, some tea, and maybe a few snacks, and get settled in, because I promise you, these videos you're gonna want to see. Let's get to it.
I'm pulling into the house, grab the phone, look at that windows wide open, door. What the? No. There's some there. That is 100% a person in my shed. Yo, that's a person in my shed. That is a person in my shed. Hey, dude. Okay, that's a squirrel. That's somebody in the shed. Yo, hey, who is in here? 100% saw that. Yo. Hey. And I saw something on the Ring camera. I see movement. Who's up here? Hey, come on. Is somebody up here? Hey. Look, come on, man. Please. I will 100% call the police. I'm not kidding. Hey there. Yo. Come on, man. I'm calling the police. If somebody is in here, the police will be here in 5 minutes. Do you hear me? And you, bro. Hey, come on. You're done. I'm telling you. Okay. All right. Look, that's fine.
All right, now let's go ahead and talk about this for what it's really worth, okay? Everybody, well, not everybody, likes to go and investigate when we see some scary things happen. Most of us would say if we had seen that door closed by itself, we're not even gonna go try to investigate. But here we are, and so the gentleman wanted to go and investigate about what he was seeing. Now, the fact of the matter is, for him to want to go that far into the attic to find out what's going on, see, sometimes you gotta say, this is the reason why you end up finding what you went and looking for.
If you missed this during the live broadcast, watch closely. The footage was recorded inside a building connected to Michael Jackson, and at first, nothing seems out of place. But look at the background. A shadowy figure appears and moves across the frame. No one on set reacts. No one mentions it. It wasn't noticed until people rewatched the footage later. So, if you missed this during the live broadcast, watch closely.
All right, now not too much on the King of Pop. All right, we're gonna let Michael make it. But the fact of the matter is, you know just as well as I know. Now we all saw some shadow or something walk down at the end of that hallway. Now we could say it was somebody else in the mansion. They said there was nobody else there. But the fact of the matter is, we do know we did see a shadow figure move at the end of the hallway. So we can't deny that.
You all right?
Yeah.
We're not gonna yell at you.
No, we're, of course not.
Oh, really?
My God, the inside of the hoodie, everybody. Take a... What is it? Oh my God, it's like a secret cult. Look at that, making the world open and connected. Stream graph platform, and this weird symbol in the middle that is probably for the Illuminati.
It is going to bother you because you're human, and I was human. I am human still. But I was just referring to myself in the past.
Dada. Can I have one pizza, Dada, please? Stop pushing, boys. Dada, for 8 days, can I have one pizza, please?
All right, so now what do we have here on this one? First, we got hidden symbols inside the coats, and then you making reference to saying that, y'all are humans. And then we cut scene to old girl kneeling down, and she looking like something getting ready to take her over, or something already took her over. I mean, y'all go ahead and let me know. The world is getting to be a crazy spot, but let me know what you think.
At what point are people just going to start accepting, believing, and acknowledging that they've been here, they're here, and they're not even hiding it anymore? They're putting it directly in your face.
The eyes of the Iranian people, but the world global economy, which they're holding all hostage to, the more everybody comes to realize this is all about the IRGC. At the end of the day, we're going to have to need a government that not only hands over the nuclear material, stops threatening the Straits of Hormuz, but quits exporting.
As someone who's been on a film set the majority of their life, I know a prosthetic mask when I see a prosthetic mask. Also, people usually blink. If you know anything about Bob Howard, he was offered a very high-ranking position of National Security Advisor and turned it down. You can connect the dots. Everything shown in this video was nationally televised and is not intended to spread misinformation. Therefore, I am not spreading misinformation. Anything spoken about was for entertainment, education, and conversation purposes only.
Okay, so at this point, can we go ahead and tell the truth that they are being able to use things against us and play in our face? And it has gotten to the point where I don't even know if it even matters anymore. We should have already known they always used body doubles back in the day. Now here we are, this dude got on a whole face mask. Now he can't even lie and say that it's not, because obviously when you look down around the neck, there's something going on. But hey, I digress. So the fact of the matter is, I think it's time that we start telling the truth and being honest that these folk are playing in our face. They're having a good time with it, and they really think we're stupid. So y'all tell me what y'all think and feel about this one right here.
For a few seconds, people thought the sky had literally cracked open. The footage was recorded at dusk when a man noticed something unusual above the clouds. Stretching across the sky was a massive dark formation that looked almost like a giant tear suspended in the atmosphere. At first, viewers assumed it was lightning or an aircraft trail, but the longer they watched, the stranger it seemed. The shape remained visible while a white mist-like layer slowly spread around it, making the entire scene look even more unusual. After the video was posted, social media exploded with theories. Some people believed it was a rare weather event, others claimed it looked like something they had never seen before. When viewers zoomed into the footage, many started pointing out shapes hidden inside the formation, though nobody could agree on what they were actually seeing. To this day, the clip continues to divide opinions online. Some see a natural phenomenon, while others think there's more to the story. Now imagine looking up during sunset and seeing something like this hanging above your town. What would be your first thought? Let me know in the comments, and follow for part 2, because the next angle of the footage raises even more questions.
Hold up, doesn't the Bible speak of something about the Lord is gonna crack the sky in the end times or something like that? I ain't trying to put nobody out there like that, but I'm just saying, y'all come back and tell me what y'all think that is. Do y'all think that's cap, or y'all think that's something legit that really happened? And even if it did really happen, come on and let's tell the truth. Do you really believe that we would actually believe it if it was true? I mean, we've got so much AI going on right now. We've got so many lies being told. We already know about Project Bluebeam, and so we already know about these different things. So I guess the question I want to ask you now is, if in fact that truly was a true event, and let's just say the Lord did crack the sky, do you really believe that we would believe it, or would we write it off as another occasion of CGI?
As you can see.
People watching Queen Elizabeth's funeral swear they heard a voice that wasn't supposed to be there. During the funeral procession of Queen Elizabeth II, something strange happened on live TV that still hasn't been fully explained. The footage was supposed to be silent when a raspy female voice cut into the broadcast. She says the death is irreversible and the fact that she's trapped. Some say traveling, but either way it cuts off with no explanation, no acknowledgement. Just a voice that wasn't supposed to be there, that was heard by thousands of viewers, and the internet went crazy with rumors of who or what it could have been. Many believe the haunting voice sounds like Princess Diana, who's calling out, while skeptics believe the voice was simply that of a guest presenter whose words were accidentally picked up by a microphone, or broadcast signals were crossed and picked up. Do you think there could be more to this mysterious broadcast? It is strange that there's been no official statement released confirming what exactly happened.
All right, come on and tell the truth. I heard what I heard. You heard what you heard. What you think?
One of the military officers in Brazil, when he grabbed this creature and put it in the vehicle, it scratched him and he died from a bacterial infection that was never before seen.
God.
And now these doctors are coming forward telling the story. Have y'all heard about this? That's what's really going on in the world.
Damn.
In Varginha, Brazil.
Virginia, yeah.
Creatures came there, they stole gold from people, they stole titanium from people. One of them got trapped and was left there. They documented the saucer ship flying, looking for him for 6 hours. Couldn't find him.
Listen, big homie CC been on it. And I mean, everybody can laugh all they want to, but the way that the world is going right now, hell, I don't know if it's true or not. But what I do know is that if it is true, I don't even know if we'd believe it.
These clips that I'm going to show you are absolutely shocking. Pay attention to the first video, and then the second video will make a lot of sense. In this first video from 1995, they set up an ad to look exactly like a creepy basement audition tape. It was so bad that the DOJ literally launched an investigation into it. An investigation into a clothing commercial. Just makes you think about all the years and how bad this actually was. But watch this next video and you will understand why this wasn't a one-time mistake. Rewind exactly 15 years before that and they brought in Brooke. She was just in high school when this was filmed, made to look in the camera, say a line so suggestive that major TV network completely banned the commercial. They pulled it off the air within 24 hours.
You want to know what comes between me and my Calvins? Nothing.
So they did this twice, exactly 15 years apart, and it just doesn't seem like a random mistake. So how many times does it take before we stop calling it an accident?
You know, when you go back and you think about the early 80s and 90s, you know, there were so many things that were happening and there was so much stuff that was allowed until, I guess, honestly and truly, when you go back and you look over some things that we were doing in the 80s and 90s, yeah, you have to tell the truth and say some of that was some trivial things. Like some of that stuff was some stuff that now we go back and look at it now that we've come into the knowledge, right? Things like this particular clip, and we honestly have to come away from it saying, yo, it was some nasty things going on. And all the while, we're not even realizing it. So the real question that I want to leave to you on this one is this. Do you think that they knew what they were doing to a point where they were trying to brainwash us into a new normalcy? Or do you think it was just them being them?
You can ask the flowers. I sit for hours, telling all the bluebirds, the bill and coo birds, pretty little baby.
Now you have to admit, JFK will always be one of those events that took place in our history that will make everyone take a moment and just pause to have to think about all of the missing pieces to the puzzle, all of the suggested pieces for the puzzle, and all of the pieces that we're claiming is the puzzle that we're finding out now it never was the puzzle. But hey, that's all the videos in the ledger for today. Let me know in the comments what you think. And if you have not subscribed, go ahead and do so, because around here, there's always another page to turn. And until the next time, y'all stay curious.